Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have. And I'm missing my map because my old relic room slash filming room is now occupied by a tenant. So I actually haven't really set up the new map yet. I was gonna put it in the basement, but it's logistically not gonna work. So anyway, here I am. This week's video is very straightforward. It's my first time back in a cornfield since last spring. And I have to say, I started off the season pretty darn well. I dug a 380-year-old relic and a coin that I haven't seen dug more than a few times. So I hope you enjoy this, and before we hop in, as always, please remember that I do sell metal detecting equipment, and yes, to those of you who are wondering, we are taking paid pre-orders for the Deus 2. So if you're interested in that at all, make sure you shoot me an email at stefdigs@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook as well. All right, that about covers it, so let's hop in. Okay, so I'm out in a brand new cornfield, at least to me, today. Tons of room to swing. This place is absolutely massive. So I'm trying to find hot spots right now because I don't have anything that's listed on like a, an 1850s map or anything. When I was checking overlays and such of this part of town. But I did just find something. I think it might be a bale seal. Bring up like a 15 to 16 appears to be lead. Oh, hey, wait a minute, that's cool. That could be a wizard. Let me brush that off. That's wicked cool. Awesome. Okay, I brushed it off. I can't get the dirt out of the holes just yet, but I'm pretty convinced this is a wizard. Normally you'd see some jaggedy edges because basically this is a toy where you would have put string through both sides of here into a loop and you would have zipped it around. I'm probably going to have to cut it and show you that. I'm pretty encouraged by this find, I have to say. All right, I'll let you know what's next. Okay, it's only a few minutes later. Got my next target on the Equinox, which was an 8 or 9. Pretty darn solid, so I had a feeling it wasn't can slaw, and it looks like I was correct. I haven't even really looked at it yet. Did I already lose it? No, there it is. There's this bit of green, which is... I do not know. You know what, with teeth like that, it kind of looks like a part of a suspender clip, so that makes sense, given we're in a farm field. Yeah, alright, not a bad target. We'll keep going. Alright, so about 3 steps away from that suspender clasp, or part of it. I got about a 10 on the Equinox. It was kind of double tappy, so I knew it was shallow. And I think we found most of the rest of it. At least it certainly looks that way. Yeah. I don't know if it has much of a design on it, but it doesn't... Oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe it does. I'll brush that off. Okay, and there it is. I straightened it out just a touch. You can see there's some kind of ornamentation around the edge there. Not super duper exciting, but it does give me hope that there's still stuff out here. I can't imagine how much is out here because, truth be told, this is just town land. And from what somebody told me, it's really been beaten up over the years. But you know what? It pays to dig low conductors and mid conductors, so that's kind of what we're going to be doing, and hopefully we'll trip across a high conductor, but if we don't, we don't. We're just going to have some fun today. Alright, well again, just a few feet from the last signal, so my hopes are building up. I'm right on the edge of this cornfield here. That's kind of where I was, right back there. And I got about a 10 signal reading 8 inches down, which was correct. I just looked it out. Looks like we have part of a colonial buckle. Yeah, we do. It's fancy. All right, I'm going to brush that off. Okay, and there you have it. Hopefully the details are coming through. I can't really tell, but it's so bright out here, so looking through my viewfinder is a bit tough, but that's a good sign. I know it's not much of a find, but it really is a very good sign, so we'll keep going, and I will keep you posted. Alright, been a little while since my last target. Just been working a few rows here. I've been digging a bunch of can slaw and undesirables, but I did just get something pretty cool. Thought it was junk in it, but I started rubbing it off and realized that it's not junk. That is a super duper old thimble. You can see the dimples there. It is totally crushed up, but again, really, really good sign. So, happy with that. Alright, we'll keep going. You know, it's been a while and now I'm in the middle of the field here, really just putzing around, trying to find more of a hot spot. And I was hoping that my next target would be a button, because the last one was a thimble. And I wanted to say, where there were thimbles, there were buttons. I just flip the plug and it's just like that. Let's see what we got. It looks like it might be a pewter. Not sure yet. Huh. It's, oh, is that just a, no, it's an old button. I thought it was just a modern snap for a second. Let me clean that off a little bit. Okay, well, admittedly, I'm not nearly as excited about this button as I was a minute ago. I thought it was colonial, but pushed the dirt through and it's clearly a much more modern, like, jeans button. Could be like 100 years old, but that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for colonial. Where are you, colonial? Well, as you may be able to see, the sun has set. I've been out here all day. I actually just switched to a different cornfield that abuts the other one that I was in. And I'm just really not getting on it. I think this place has been just absolutely obliterated over the years. But I did finally get something colonial, I think. And I believe it's a button. That's what it looks like to me. Yep. Is there something on there? That'd be cool. With my luck today, that's probably not the case. Let's see. Shank's broken off. You know what? It's a brass button, too. It's surprising that it actually got chopped in half by the plow. But I can see that there's a bit of a back mark, so probably early 1800s. Hey, that makes me happy, I suppose, after a very slow day. All right, we'll give it another half hour or so, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, please let this be good. Okay, so I got a really tight 24-25 out of the Equinox. I've narrowed it down to this teeny tiny clump. Well, it's not that small, but I figured we would break it apart together and see if it's a coin. Indeed. Come on. The suspense. I think I see an edge there. Oh, is that a button? No, that's a copper. Hell yeah. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God, it's been one of those days. I'm sorry I sounded bummed out with the last clip. I should be appreciative of everything I find. Let's see, what are you? Ooh, you've been hit by the plow, you poor thing. Let's see. Try to figure it out together. Whew, chunky. You know, and I was just thinking too, as I was digging this plug and I was pretty darn sure I had a coin, I said, I don't care what it looks like, just give me a coin for the day. Let me see, rub it on my pants here. Do you have anything coming through at all? Whew. That is pretty smoked, but I think I have enough to get an idea. It feels chunky anyway. So I will come right back. That makes my day. Awesome. Okay, I am pretty excited right now. I think I have a first. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But I think I have a Liberty Cap large cent. I think I can see the cap right here. And the bottom of the bust here, her face here. I think that's what I have. It's really, really, really rough. I'm going to have to be pretty abrasive to be certain about this one, but that is what I am leaning towards. And that is a really good highlight to end the day on. I am going to swing my way out as usual, but I think that's what this is. Obviously, I could be entirely wrong, and you might be seeing a completely different coin on the screen right now in the upper right and left corners, but we shall see. The back, I'm just not really seeing anything on, but I did play with this for like 10 minutes just to try to see if I could see anything. And those of you who know coins, I'm sure you can probably see what I'm talking about up there. Oh man, I think that even might be a 5 at the end. So that'd be 1795 United States large cent. One of the very first. That is awesome. And that's a bucket lister checked off if that is what it is. See, sometimes it pays to stick it out for a while. Like I said, I've been out here all day. Not finding a whole lot of interesting stuff, but this really makes up for it. Alright, so I'm back out at the field where I got the 1796 draped bust, which is kind of where my camera's pointing. Smaller field. There's a huge one on the other side where I did all right the other day before I pulled the draped bust. And I just got a 6 signal. And this should really remind you to dig it all. I know it looks like a silver coin, but it's not. That's going to be a tomback button. Oh, that sucks. That is not really a good start to the day. Oh well. I've been digging some other trash too, and you know, this is town land, so I've actually seen some plugs that look pretty fresh, so hey, maybe I'll get to meet whoever else digs out here today. Who knows? But yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna start. That sucks. Alright. Alright, you can't make this up. This stuff's funny. So you see that little disturbed area right there? That's where I dug that washer that looked like a tomback button. Got the same signal over here. In fact, it even sounded worse. And it was about a 7. And that's gotta be a tomback button, which is just hilarious. Yep. Oh, it's got an etch design. That's awesome. I have a match to this at home. That is sweet. All right, we'll go ahead and clean that up. Yes. Oh, I still can't get over how funny this is for that to be a washer. And then just a few feet away for this to be a beautiful etched tomback button. What's interesting is the back is lead filled, and the other one that I found not too far from here also has a lead backing. Nicola found one as well, also has a lead backing, and I'm curious as to why. I've done research on it. I came up empty. If any of you know why the heck a tomback button would have a lead backing, I'd be very curious to know. It is always this specific exact design, so I don't know. Maybe this guy just got around. I don't know. Maybe it's the same article of clothing and it's unique. I've got no idea. Ooh, here comes the sun to really light up that pattern. That is beautiful. Very good start to the day. Let's keep going. Okay, well, I'm pretty excited right now. I got a 7 or 8 signal down here, but also right there where you can see the ground is disturbed. There's a tiny bit of can slaw that I removed. Same signal over here. I got really excited. I was rubbing it off. Not to mention I didn't want to freak out the family that was walking their dog a minute ago by starting to talk. I have my first nipple button. That is so old. That is ancient. And yes, I can say nipple. Ha ha ha. Very funny. It's missing the shank, but I don't really care. This is 1600s all day. That is the stuff I'm looking for. It's been a really long day, not finding a lot, but that is awesome. See, persistence would appear to pay off in this case. I dug so much can slaw, I can't even tell you how many teeny pieces that rang up like buttons, some even like coins, all that fun stuff. But in the end, fighting through the trash obviously proved to be well worth it. So let's go take a look at everything we found. Okay, well, there's the wrap-up board. I would love to say that I found more than that, but I really didn't, unless you count a ton of can slaw, probably a pound's worth of can slaw. I'm not even joking. It's so full of it in that field. And I would also love to tell you that these were like really short hunts, but they really kind of weren't. So I'm not going to make it a top priority to get back out there, but at least these fields are close to home and I can go whenever I want. So that is a plus. All right, let's go over it. So there's that early 1900s jeans or overalls button. Not too exciting. That's probably going to go in the garbage. I know, but I can't keep everything. Little buckle fragment there, really tiny. Our early 1800s button that unfortunately was sliced by the plow. This thing, you know what? I've kind of been on the fence about this. What do you guys think? I would say it definitely could be a whirligig or whizzer, or it could even be a homemade button, possibly even a homemade hem weight. I don't know. I've never seen any buttons like this that are homemade out of lead, but it is rather light for a button, or for a whizzer, I guess. I don't know what I'm even saying. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious to hear your theories about this, to see if you think that I'm right, that this is a toy, or if it's a homemade button or a hem weight. Let me know. Okay, so we've got that. Our smashed up thimble, poor thing. Not much of a display piece, but it's still a keeper. Very cool. And let's see here. I wanted to show you that I really actually do have 2 of these buttons. This one I found in the woods. This one obviously was in the field towards the end of the video. And both of them, as I was explaining, are in fact lead filled on the back. So very, very interesting. I think I put a lead filled Tomback button in last week's video, but I can't remember. I've been all messed up. We've just got so much stuff going on at home right now that I can't keep things straight. I can barely get videos out, so this is a miracle. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the lead filled backing of Tomback buttons. I am curious to hear your theories. I love this little guy, the little nipple button, and yes, that's really what it's called. That's just so old. I mean, it is 380 years old. These were really popular in England in the 1640s. 1640s, guys, that's awesome. That is about as old as we get out here in New England, so I am pretty stoked with that find. Did not expect that. And then, of course, the coin, which is ugly as sin, and I don't know, because I'm getting kind of a glare on my viewfinder right now, you can just make out the 6 at the end, and the back is just not really showing a whole lot of detail. I mean, you can kind of make out the 1 cent and the wreath there, but besides that, it's kind of a slug. Very cool find though, and it's not easy to find a first year draped bust. I've seen very few 1796 draped busts dug. So really cool find, still very appreciative of that. And that will wrap it up for us. Alright guys, well as always, I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you've not already done so and you did enjoy this week's episode, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing in the future. And remember, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.